first, I'll start by breathing extremely slowly through my nostrils. Slower than slow. As slow as possible. So slow that it's ridiculous. When I had first experienced this slow breathing, I remember exactly where I was in the apartment with my brother Eric. And it made the same adjustment, except there wasn't the the vacuuming of this area. That wasn't occurring, but it straightened out my back and whatnot. And I remember thinking, oh, that's so cool. And I remember doing it and getting a good benefit from it. But I just took it for granted. I took it for granted. I didn't realize how necessary it was. I didn't realize how much it was contributing to the person that I was at the time. How much energy it was giving me. How much benefit it was providing for me. I didn't realize it. Let's do it again. Breathe extremely slowly through the nostrils. I mean, so slow that you have to put your everything into paying attention to it. What I'm experiencing won't be necessarily what you experience. I have specific problems that my body is handling, and your body will have specific problems. Or maybe not even problems, it has specific trajectories. Yeah? I think the most important thing to do, well, at least with slow breathing, let's say, is don't try to imitate, don't try to predict, don't judge. Just pay attention and be honest about it. And don't have expectations. Try your best not to have expectations and just do it. Just give your time and energy to it, and don't put any words behind it. As far as your evaluation of it, like, just do it. Me putting my hands this way is something that my body is requesting. Again, I'm about to slow breathe through my nostrils. First I'm not breathing at all, then I'm exhaling a little bit, and I'm just waiting for my attention to be fully on the action of breath, or the stage of breath. Let breath have the spotlight on the stage of consciousness. Let breath have the spotlight on the stage of consciousness. Hey, that's not bad. It's not bad at all. I know it sounds like bullshit, but it's so true. think at least, yeah, I want a few more times. Breathe out, breathe out. And then when you breathe in through your nostrils, slower than slow. Slow times 100. Slow. So when I make all those movements and it's all weird and crazy, I'm not suggesting that anything otherworldly is happening. It's just a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff being freed up, movement, release. It's still physics, okay? Don't be freaked out. That's why a lot of people will not grow. That's why a lot of people will not experience these kinds of things, because your head is too far up your ass. You're too busy also concerned about how people are perceiving you and how you even, by the way, it transfers to you singularly. The more that you care about how you're perceived, you tend to care about that even when you're alone. It doesn't go away. It's hard to turn that needless self-criticism off, or that unhelpful self-criticism. Self-criticism, I think, is super important. As long as you're making sense and being honest, and you have a good idea of, let's just say, good and evil. You know, is your definition of good and evil. To me, you know what evil is. Evil is toxic behavior. Evil is not calling a spade, not being completely honest about what you're considering, what you're seeing. And that looks like saying, I don't know. That looks like saying, this helps me. This gives me more energy. This doesn't give me energy. This is hurting me. It's as simple as that, but it's a difficult thing to do due to us having a desire of how we would like to see the world. We want to see the world a particular kind of way. We want it to be a particular kind of way. You have to be more scientific, at least the good kind of scientists. Because I know then you bring up scientists and people have all of their issues with the confirmation bias. You look for all the scientists that are prejudiced, the scientists that engage in bad science. But look at it as the scientific approach, which is to be, it's a pursuit of being as unbiased as possible. You'll fail, but you can still get there for moments at a time. For being as just observational as possible, and for acknowledging the information, the data that's there. And what else can you ask for? But you have to calm your mind down too. A lot of people, you're just too, you gotta be okay with not being so excited for a moment. Because how else will you pay attention well enough to see what you should be seeing? Yeah. This is not breathing. I want to push this. I mean, it's more so in my spine. I like to look because I'm as intrigued. I mean, I'm more interested by this stuff than y'all are. Obviously, I get it. It's intriguing to me. This significant amount of movement, this significant amount of change and alteration. It's interesting as fuck. Alright, let's do legitimate slow breathing through the nostrils. Now I want to do other things, but I have to give the attention to the breath, damn it. At least one more slow breathing through the nostril, at least. Again, your experience will be different. The very, very, very first time I did the slow breathing through the nostrils, the very, very first time I did slow breathing through the nostrils, all that, I'm not gonna say all that experience, it was pretty substantial, but like immediately my posture adjusted like this. That was the most that I got from it, and I felt it. It was very significant. It was something. It was definitely something there. So again, I can't stress enough. Do not expect magic immediately. Don't expect magic at all. I acknowledge that the body is capable of some interesting things. I'm not even saying that you'll be protected from any disease, from all diseases, that you will make all the right decisions, that everything's going to fall into place for you, and you will be enlightened. What I'm telling you is that breathing is powerful, and that breathing could be a very good supplement to your everyday life, or to your weekly life. You don't even necessarily have to do it every day, but breathing, without a doubt, giving your undivided attention to your breath, has crazy benefits. Crazy benefits. It can help you a lot. I don't know what else to say. I'm trying to sell you on something that's I'm trying to sell you on something that you have right now, that you have access to, that you don't have to buy, you don't have to read about. I'm just saying, take 15 minutes of sit in silence. Try the exercise of breathing extremely slow through the nostrils. See what happens for you.